Hey guys, welcome back. So jumping straight in, I'm using a concealer as my base. I'm going to pat that all over my lid with a buffing brush, and then I'm going to set it with my Mercier powder in the shade Translucent. So once that's all set in, I'm going to start off with my transition color. This is from the Aphrodisiac palette from Urban Decay. So I'm just using like a beige color as a transition, and I'm using a really big fluffy brush for this. This brush is from B Makeup. You can find them in Superdrug. They're cheap and cheerful. So I'm just putting that all over my bridge. I'm taking it quite far up onto my eyebrows. Yeah, and then I'm going to use a color that's a little bit darker than that color, just a smidget bit darker than that color, and I'm going to tap that on top where I just placed the previous color. Now taking the deepest colour from the Aphrodisiac palette, I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm starting off by tapping it, and then I'm going to use the brush to blend it out. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to get my fluffy brush again, and I'm going to blend that all out so it's all diffused and all meshes in nicely together. After that, I'm going to tap my concealer back into the middle of my eyelid as I'm going to create like a spotlight effect, kind of like a really soft cut crease but not really a cut crease. So I'm tapping my concealer to give the eyeshadow something to stick to. Then I'm going to use my ring finger, and I'm going to tap the eyeshadow on my eyes with my ring finger. Then I'm going to blend it out with a smaller tapered blending brush. Once that's done, I'm going to get my Inglot liner in the shade 77 and my MAC 210 brush, and I'm going to create like a wing, not a wing line actually, just a line. Nothing too neat, nothing too crazy, as we're going to buff it out, and I'm buffing it out with my Zoeva shading. I think it's like a shading buffer, I'm not sure the exact name, but I'll have all the list of everything that you need to know, including shades and things, in the description box. So I'm blending that eyeliner out because I want it quite smudged, and I'm kind of winging it out a little bit, not too much, just a tiny bit. And then once that's done, I'm going to use the darker color that I used in did I use it in my crease? Yeah, in my crease, and I'm going to tap that on top of the liner to create a really nice diffused liner. After that, I'm getting my Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Trophy Wife, and I'm tapping that with my finger on top of the eyeshadow just to give it more pizzazz, a little bit more bling. This shows up a lot better in person than it does on camera, but it just gives it a really nice shimmer. Then I'm going to go into my Juvia's Place palette, and I'm going to grab like it's like a burgundy kind of color, but it's coming off pink on camera. But yeah, like a pinky burgundy, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to prep my eyes for lashes with my SportFx mascara. That's just going to basically help the false lashes blend with my natural lashes. After which, I'm going to use my Wisp lashes, and these lashes are in the style Icon, and I'm going to place that on my lash line. They're so wispy, so fluttery, just like really right up my street. I'm going to leave all the details to them below. As you can see, I was really digging how they were looking, so yeah. Okay, time for brows. I'm doing my brows completely different to how I normally do them. So I'm using my Benefit brow product. I can't remember the exact name of it, but MAC have decided to be a little bit silly, and they've discontinued the normal spike pencil because that was really thin. So now I'm using my Benefit pencil, but it works just as fine. The only thing is, I would say that I would prefer the lead to be a little bit thinner, but I do believe that they have a lead that is thinner. I think it's called the Precisely My Brow. I'm not sure, but this works really well. So I'm just filling in my brows with that, and then I'm going to conceal them later on in a sec after I fill them in. But yeah, literally I just want my brows to look quite fluffy, quite natural-ish, depends what your definition of natural is. I'm going to brush them out each application, just so we have like a hair-like effect and not like a chalky effect. I'm trying my hardest to make my eyebrows look as natural as possible, but if you do want a full-blown eyebrow tutorial, I do have one on my channel. However, I don't like the way I did my eyebrows in that tutorial. It's so funny how like time just changes how you do your makeup. But yeah, anywho, now I'm getting my Nars concealer. No, it's actually my LA Girl concealer. I think it's in the shade either Fawn or something else. I'll leave it down below. And I'm going to conceal my brows with that, and then I'm going to buff it in. Oh, just in case you're wondering, the brush that I'm using to buff it in is the Makeup Addiction shader brush. And I'm going to brush out after each application, just to make sure everything looks smooth, looks real, looks like hair, looks natural. Okay, so moving on, I'm tapping my baking powder into my skin, as I don't really like to sweep it off, I just tap it. And for blush, I'm actually not using copper tone this time. I don't think I use copper tone. I think it's called burnt pepper. And then I'm going to spray with my Urban Decay setting spray, just to give my skin a hydration, because I was baking for quite a long time and my skin was like really matte. Don't like that look. So I'm going to tap that into my skin even more. And then I'm going to start highlighting, and I'm using my Mariah Carey highlighter, which is discontinued. However, I do believe it is basically just golden bronze, and I do believe that they have that back in store at MAC. So if you like to get the highlighter I'm using in this video, it's golden bronze by MAC. And I'm using my Morphe tapered brush to do this. I love this brush for highlighting. It has just the right amount of precision to highlight with. Now taking my MAC Shrimpton lipstick. It's kind of like a pinky nude. I wanted it a little bit more peachy, so I put a tiny bit of my Nars concealer on top, and then I'm going to go over the top of that with my Fenty Matchstick in Espresso, because I just don't like using liner anymore. This is so much easier. And then I'm going to go over the top of that with my Urban Decay High Shine Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade 1993. It's kind of like, it will be a dark nude for someone who's lighter skin, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a nudie color, a little bit brown. It kind of tones down the lipstick I just applied and the lip liner, and I really like how shiny and glossy it is, and it has a really nice tingly, like minty feeling to my lips, which I kind of like. So yeah. Then I don't know what playlist I was listening to, but girl, I was like boogieing it down or whatever. Now I'm going to take my Bondi, I think it's called Bondi Sands. I'm not completely sure, but I'll leave it down below. This stuff is amazing. It's literally like liquid gold. I'm going to put that on my décolletage, and I'm going to use that to highlight my décolletage area. I'm using my Makeup Addiction. It's like a stippling brush, perfect for like body application. Yeah, this stuff is really good. Ever since I got it, I've been using it like crazy. It will be great on your legs if you're on holiday, just all over body. Like, it's literally meant for your body. So, you know, obviously it's coming to autumn, so the sun's not out anymore, but if you still want to look like you're in summer, that summer glow, I would definitely recommend this product. It's amazing. So yeah, that's what I'm using there. As you can see, it's giving me the high shine that I really love. So I wanted my face to match my body glow, so I'm going to use this product right here, I'll leave it down below, to spray on my face, just so my face can be just as glowy as my body, so my face doesn't look super matte, my body doesn't look like super shiny and it look really weird. So yeah, and then I'm just going over my bronzer with this what's it called, MyKitCo brush. This brush is amazing for bronzing. Okay, going back to my mascara, because I forgot to do my bottom lash line. I'm just fixing that. Girl, I want to know what the hell I was listening to, because that playlist must have been lit. Fixing that, and then after I've done my mascara, that's it, guys. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy. I've missed doing makeup. Let me know if you want any more makeup tutorials. Now cue in the awkward slow-mos, and I'll see you guys soon in my later video. Bye guys.